What we see around us here is the hosting of various waste tires in this depot. On a daily basis, there's a process where each and every transporter who has been allocated an area of about 50-kilometer radius has been given an opportunity to daily go and collect tires from the different dealerships. We've got waste pickers who collect as individuals, and they earn a living. So daily there's a transporter who benefits, there's also a waste picker who benefits.
Pumla, how long have you been doing this job and what does it entail? What does a normal day look like for you?
Okay, I've been doing this for it's about a year and 6 months now, and I'm collecting waste tires, and my daily routine is I go to certain places where I usually know that there is tires around there, and then I collect to the nearby place where I store them and call REDISA to come and pick the tires up.
The thing that makes me get to work is because I know that this cause is far higher than just repurposing tires. We have mothers who have never owned bank accounts in their lives. The first time I went out into the field to register our first group of waste collectors into the program, when we returned after their training program, we issued them with their bank cards. And I had a 53-year-old woman break out in tears, and I thought, what have I done to offend her? And she said to me, nobody's ever done this for me. You don't understand. It was impossible for me to get a bank account before because I don't have a residential address. I don't have a credit record, so there was just no way. But through us becoming a collective bargaining tool, we were able to negotiate with the banks to empower these people to have a bank account. I have transporters in our network who would write me letters to advise on the fact that this is the first time ever they've been able to pay school fees. What a pleasure it is to own their own home, to have that. So this wasting to worth is far more than just talking about the commodity or converting the commodity. Worth speaks into self-worth. It speaks into growth. It speaks into development of people. And I think because our heart is in the right place, we do know that through pushing for the circular economy, we're able to change lives.
How do you see the benefits of being involved in a business like REDISA?
3 years back when I started with REDISA, I was not working. I didn't have a car. The only thing I had was a small buggy with a trailer. And I managed to register with them and I was appointed as a transporter. So far after 3 years I managed to get 4 trucks. And I'm giving work, I'm giving something to eat to about 6 families.
Yeah.
So REDISA really helped me. Even my children, they go to a better school. I also managed to pay all my debt.
There's a lot of social benefits and economic spin-offs.
Can you give us a specific example of somebody you know whose life has been changed by being involved in REDISA?
An example is me.
Yes, well,
Tell us your story. My life has changed completely. I got very, very sick. And at my age, I couldn't get any job. In life, if you're not working, it's very, very difficult. More especially if you're not a thief and you don't know what to do, and then you get an opportunity like this. It has changed me forever. And I'm a better man, and my family enjoys the opportunities that I give them, you know, and they benefit, you know. We have food in the table, and also, you know, as Africans, we have it's not only your family that benefits. It's not only my family. There are other close families that benefit also, you know. I'm currently employing 14 people. I started with about 6 people. They also support their families. So my life has changed to see other people happy, and also myself happy and healthy. If only all the other industries can look at this other waste processes in this fashion, I think it can go a long way to creating a healthy South Africa. And also we're having a lot of businesses springing up and people getting jobs. Remember, when you talk of waste pickers, you're talking of a family, probably the entire family is not working. And now suddenly they are able to collect tires. And these tires bring food into the table. And that what motivates me, that at least people are getting jobs and people are doing something, you know. Waste is worth something if people can put their mind into it. And when I grew up, there was 1976 where we banned these tires. But today, I'm creating jobs with these tires. So I'm very proud to say my end, my end will be a better one, you know, and I'm happy to live in this South Africa that we are in today.
Unlike a linear economy where we're taking, we're making, and we're disposing of products, in this case in South Africa, we're taking, we're making, we're not disposing, we're diverting into another industry, which is looking at beneficiating and transforming those tires into commodities to add to economic growth, to allow for job creation and to allow for small business development.
This is an OTR downsizing process.
Okay.
So basically what we do, we take a whole OTR tire, which range from 1.5 tons to about 6 tons per tire. The scale of the operation, I think we can do up to 120 tons per day.
Okay, and after that it goes off and becomes other products, other uses?
Yes, it then becomes a raw material for other processes, and those processes could be to feed it as what they call tire-derived fuel for cement kilns. You can take it further and convert it to what we call crum, that is used for making rubber products and used for road paving. And then there is also a process called pyrolysis, which is the extraction of oils or fuel from these tires.
Now, what is it that personally motivates you to be involved in a business like this? You know, you could be doing many other things. Is there a personal drive?
It's about where we grew up. I mean, tires were always an unspoken problem. They became breeding grounds for all kinds of diseases, even though we don't have malaria in this part of the country, but mosquitoes and other insects still carry other diseases. In summer, after rains, you know, as children, it became very difficult. You could hardly play outside because of the amount of mosquitoes that would have been bred in these tires. But also in winter, I mean, if you go to most townships, the smog is there. Yes, there is coal also, but a huge part of it also came from tires, and tires, unlike coal, also emit a lot of toxins when they are burned. So you are not only looking after the physical environment, but you are looking at the health and well-being of the surrounding communities. So for me, those are like, you know, the reasons that motivate me and that excite me about this business, because it does really excite me.
So what kinds of things can this rubber crumb become?
It can be used in various industries. I think the most common one is that used as infill for synthetic sports surfaces, for football or soccer. We're actually looking at developing ways that it can be utilized in industry. So we're looking at the paint industry, for instance, that utilizes it for non-slip paint. We're manufacturing acoustic underlays and acoustic products that are utilized globally from one of our other factories. We're exporting those products to 45 countries currently. And also we've developed a market for paving, bricks, interlocking mats for sloping driveways. So they really play a very strong role throughout the value chain.
And when you talk about the kinds of products that come out of here, it sounds to me like those products didn't just exist. You had to find ways to create new products. So I'm just interested in the role of innovation in this whole circular economy as well.
That's right. I think South Africa, in the utilization of rubber crumb, is in its infancy. It's not like many developed markets like in the United Kingdom and the United States, where it's in a stage of maturity. So our role as processors or recycler is to help from an innovation
perspective to try and work with other industries to create innovative products from the products that we're producing here, and also work with research institutions to try and spurn more or generate more innovation coming through.
Our experience shows us that particularly those countries which are less developed, particularly those countries which don't have an industry which already exists, and those countries which have a high labor force are very well placed in order to actually deal with their waste in this particular way. Creating in the developing countries a cleaner environment is game-changing to the whole future of our people in the earth. It is proven that when children grow up and adults grow up in a cleaner and more good environment, that they become more productive and actually create better countries.